We're live and you're drinking.
We're live.
Not alcoholic though. Not yet.
No, this is not vodka, people. This is just water. Hi there. Welcome to our regular Sunday live hangout.
Indeed. Hello, everyone.
Let me just organise my
I just
windows.
had a notification that we've gone live.
Oh, nice to know. The notifications are getting better. I realised when Zahir and Beck went live Friday, I got the notification as they went live. It's normally like an hour later. So yeah, they've been improving that. Right, yes, welcome everybody to our regular Sunday show where we just chat about what's been going on.
It's a show now, is it?
It's a show. Well, what else would you call it?
I don't know.
It's a hangout then.
Yeah.
That sounds
that's
more
on
yeah. Where we just talk about what we've been up to. If we've got a haul, we share that, but we don't have a haul.
We don't have a haul today.
So we're going to share some sales. But I did a sales roundup of most of the interesting bits I'd sold a couple of days ago. So it's going to be some of your stuff.
Yeah, a little bit of mine.
And a couple of bits of mine that I don't think you've seen. So we're going to share some sales in a bit. But before we get onto that, I'll dip in the chat.
Who's first in today?
First in today. Wow, there's lots of people in already. 76 viewers already. So welcome everybody. Bum Crack Picker, I believe, was first in, along with Twin Red Dragons.
Wow.
Do you want to
They beat Lucy to it this week.
Yeah, Lucy's normally right in there at the beginning.
Absolutely.
But Lucy was third.
Yeah.
Do you want to read a few names out?
Yeah, we've got Peter, Peter Ray, Kevin Rosen, Adam Kelsey, and that's all I can see so far. But hello, everyone.
Oh, do you want me to scroll?
They're all having a good old chat in the beginning. Corin's in, Gary. Who else have we got? Natasha and Stephen Bennett.
Lots of people. So welcome to the Sunday show. Like I say, if you're new to this, I'm Nick. This is Andrea. This is what we do for a living, which is buying and selling.
And I've just noticed that Andrea Falling on a Bruise is in as well. That always confuses me when people in other chats when people say, "Oh, Andrea asked." I think, no, I didn't. I'm not even in the chat.
Yes, you're not the only Andrea in the world. Have you just figured it out?
As if I thought that. You've just moved my coffee away. What have you done with it?
I was moving the mic. I didn't know. Can you hear us okay, guys? I'll scroll to the end of the chat.
Yeah.
Lots of chat going on. If you've got any questions for us, we don't really have a theme today apart from sharing some sales. So if you've got any questions or things you want to talk about, let us know. There's Janet in there, Val. Oh, Zahir's there.
So he was going to KFC but changed his mind.
Oh. Let me get to the end. Wow, lots of chat.
Yeah.
Yes, hear you perfectly. Thank you,
Good.
Peter.
Excellent.
Okay. eBay this week wasn't that great.
It's been really rubbish. It feels like someone switched it off.
Yeah, we had a couple of really, really bad days. Yesterday kind of saved it for us. Or was it today?
Today, really.
Today and yesterday.
Today we had a really good day.
But yeah, we've barely done £100 a day. So
thankfully we've had Amazon because we've been
Amazon is kicking off, which is good.
Yeah, I mean you've been sending up boxes and boxes to Amazon.
I've got 4 boxes left of my last 10. These great big boxes I've been using. So that means I've done 15 kilo boxes.
Yeah. And we're starting to see that sell, so that's leveling things out for us.
Oh, more than leveling it out. Yeah. We've actually had a really good week when you add in Amazon as well.
But eBay's just been odd.
eBay's been up and down like a crazy yo-yo. Yeah, it's been really odd. But yeah, Amazon had some sales. I think I said this before. I've been sending up stuff and pricing for Christmas. So pricing for what I think I'll get at the peak. But weirdly, certain things have been getting picked off. We sold a Cluedo a couple of days ago for £80.
Yeah, it wasn't a normal Cluedo, was it?
No, it was a special edition and it was sealed. So it's going to be hard to find. But I was shocked. I priced it at 80 thinking I'll push it for December prices and it went.
It's a completely different market on Amazon, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Definitely, but I was pricing that for Christmas.
Somebody on the eBay would see that at that price and go, "That's you must be having a laugh."
Well, maybe.
But on Amazon, you've got a different customer altogether.
Yeah. So we've had a few really good sales like that have just, blown eBay out of the water this week for us. And then I wanted to talk about what we got up to yesterday.
Yeah, not reselling related.
Not reselling related, but there will be a video coming out a very brief video of what we got up to last night. Do you want to explain what we were doing?
Well, your mum is a bit of an adventurer, and she does lots of different things for charity, and does things for the church that she's involved with, and different youth groups, etc., etc. And they did like a fire walk for charity. There was a lot of people there, wasn't there? Lots of people doing it.
Yeah.
So it's basically like walking over hot coals, but it was more sort of wood and embers. They did.
So we spent the evening watching my mum walk on fire.
Yeah.
Essentially, well, hot coal. You know what? You've seen it before. So yeah, it was good. It was a charity event. I tried to film it. It was outside, obviously, because it was on fire, and it was really pitch black. So actually watching mum in the video, you can't see much, but you get the idea.
Really dark.
And then so it's good. So I have put together a little video that I'll try and get up tomorrow. So if you're interested, you can have a look.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, disclaimer, it's not reselling related. So if you don't want to watch it, because it's not reselling related, it's just interesting.
But it's cool. And she raised a few £100s for local charities, so that was all good. So that's what we got to last night.
There's a question from Kevin who's asking, are you still using your sticky off?
Yeah.
After I read out
how toxic it is. Yeah, I still use it, and I still smear it around with my finger. Probably got no fingerprints left. That's why my recognition isn't working on my phone.
Oh, maybe
it does work. Actually, I'm making it up. Yeah, I love this stuff. I've used various types of this sort of thing over the years, and for me, that's the best stuff. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend smearing it with your finger if you've got a bit of tissue, or you're a bit daft. But there we are.
Whatever. The other thing I want to mention is we had a box in the post from a lady who follows us on YouTube. I don't know if she's in tonight. It's Lisa, but not Lisa Fenn.
Lisa George, I think.
This is Lisa George, who I think she's changing up what she's doing, and she's stopping selling a lot of the things she used to sell on eBay. And what she had was loads and loads of board game spares that she used to, I guess, resell and also use to complete ones. So she messaged me and said, did I want them? And I said, absolutely. Everyone knows how much I love buying and selling board games. And this arrived in the post. It's absolutely packed with board game spares. I won't show you everything,
but it's pretty epic, really.
There's some really cool, I feel like, Simpsons Monopoly and Simpsons Cluedo pieces and Disney ones, which are really handy, actually. Yeah. Just oodles and oodles of stuff, Scrabble bits, dice, and just, I don't even know what half of these are from, but I'm sure they'll come in handy. So yeah, thanks ever so much, Lisa. If you're watching this stuff will get used. I have a crate that I don't think you can see in this view. You might be able to. It's up there. That is full of board game spares in bags, all labelled up.
Just have our friend the bubble wrap in the middle here.
Yes, it's going down there. That top one,
like a ghost.
You can see how much I've used to send off stuff to FBA. So yeah, thanks, Lisa, for that. If you're watching, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, perhaps talking of the ghost, maybe we should discuss that.
Oh, I thought we were going to do a separate video.
Oh, well, we were, but we might as well talk about it now.
Yeah, go on then.
Well, last week, I don't know if anyone saw that some people said that there was a light or something that went across behind us, and it definitely wasn't dust or anything. It was, I mean, I suppose it could be. We do have a small window there, so there could have been like a large car, but there's a car going past now and no light. I can hear the car, so it was all a bit odd, really.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Well, because Nick's skeptical, but I'm very, I'm very spiritual anyway, so I'm fully believing in all of that.
Yeah, we are poles apart when it comes to things like angels and the afterlife and
Thank God.
spirits in the sky and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was interesting, and we'll try and remember to drop a link to the video. It's quite cool. There's this big white thing appears on the ceiling and then rushes forwards.
Yeah.
And then vanishes.
I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, "Wow, that's amazing." I have watched it a few times since, and then thought maybe it was just a reflection of light from the window. I'm not sure, but the only thing I was going to say is that I did sort of mention this in chat, and I think on our reselling page that we have had activity in the house, haven't we? When we first moved in, see, he's skeptical, but you can't deny that it happened. When we first moved in, which was just over a decade ago, I think the first night we were here, I woke up in the middle of the night and the light was on downstairs, and I went down, and we've got like a sort of IKEA standard lamp in the corner, and that was on, and I thought, oh, you've forgotten to turn that off before you went to bed. So I switched it off and went back to bed, and in the morning I said to you, well, you've forgotten to turn the light off last night, and you said, no, I definitely turned all the lights off. And I thought, oh, that's a bit weird. So I said, well, we'll definitely make sure that we turn all of the lights off tonight and make sure everything's fine. So we did, and we went to bed. It was pitch black. I woke up in the middle of the night and the light was on downstairs, and I went downstairs and the dining room light was on.
This wasn't me just messing with Andrea's head, by the way.
I can't explain it, and Nick can't explain it either. But we did have another incident when I was on my own. We used to have like one of the sort of fake coal in the fireplace type thing, like an electric fire. And I was sat there one evening while Nick was out of poker, and a piece of coal just literally jumped out of the fire onto the middle of the floor, which freaked me out.
Not like a hot coal. This was fake coal on an electric fire.
Yeah, but it didn't just fall out. It literally just flew out.
Electronic Firing Squad believes in ghosts and frequently sees them.
Oh. I'm not sure about
after consuming spirits.
I'm not sure about the whole ghost thing, but I definitely believe in spirits and in presence. And yeah. So that's off on a tangent, but I just thought we'd, talk about that. So if you did see it last week and you want to tell us what you thought it was, be interested to know.
Excuse me. I think I'm getting a cold. I've got a tickly cough.
You usually do. I'm used to it. I'm very used to it.
So that's all our points of discussion. We're going to share some sales, which are mostly Andrea's, because in my sales roundup, I just did my own stuff because I can talk about that. I know what I paid for it. And
Donna Thrift says, "Stop smirking, Nick. I'm used to it. Don't worry."
What?
Yeah, I'm not saying our house is haunted, because I don't believe in all of that. I think I'm of the mind, I'm a spiritualist, so I believe that there's a very thin veil, and there's two realms, and that we live side by side with people who have passed over. So there we are.
Like in Stranger Things.
Kind of, but I don't
that's
know.
An alternative.
Yeah, I like to think of it as being a nicer place.
We've just watched the first series of Stranger Things.
The place we go to is a bit nicer, hopefully.
Which I didn't see the first time, and Andrea and Ellen were obsessed with it. So we've just finished watching it together, haven't we?
Yeah.
And the new series starts on Ellen's birthday next week.
On Friday.
Yeah. Ellen is 16 next. Is it Friday? It is Friday. Yeah. So we're going to have a house full of teenage girls, aren't we?
Yeah.
How many are coming?
9.
9. So including Ellen, 10 teenage girls. I'm going to hide in here with beer. I am. I'm serious. I'm hiding. Anyway, so what we're going to do in a sec. Let me just scroll down a bit. Clothes sale, says Stu. Nick's eyes glaze over. You won't be seeing my eyes because I'm going to screen share.
Shall I tell them what you said beforehand?
No, you've got the wrong end of the stick anyway.
Apparently I got the wrong end of the stick, but I'll tell you what he said anyway. He came in the kitchen and he said to me, "I've looked at the sales and I don't think there's anything much good, so
that's not
so I don't think we'll share them."
I didn't think.
And I said, "Well, thanks very much." I got quite upset.
Okay, this is what happens. Totally the wrong end of the stick. That's not what I said or what I meant.
It's what you said, but it's not necessarily what you meant. But it's
let's skip this bit.
It's how I took it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is share. Oh, where's the screen gone that I'm going to share?
Oh, have you sabotaged it? Oh my goodness, we can't
No.
actually find any of Andrew's sales.
No, I've found it.
What a shame.
It does start with the one I just mentioned, though, the Hello Kitty. Oh no, I haven't mentioned it yet. It starts with one of mine, and then it's Andrea's stuff with a couple of ones of mine in there.
Although we did source these together.
Yes. Okay, right, we're sorted now. Right, you should, if it's worked, see this. Let me get that screen out of the way. What do you want to explain where we got these?
Yeah, we found them in a local charity shop, Garden House Hospice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was somebody's collection that they'd given to the charity, and it was all brand new and sealed. And we weren't sure. We spent a long time sort of looking things up and and ahhing.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure. I was on the fence, and then once I decided there was some value in it, I decided to go for everything. And we negotiated a deal, and I'm pretty sure it was £30 we paid on it.
Yeah, I think so.
But the plan was, when we bought it, to part it out, and
Yeah.
I could have parted this out and got considerably more. But when I sorted it out earlier on this week, I just couldn't be bothered. Parted out, it would have been really long tail. It would have sat there for a long time. And I'm not sure it's worth the extra work. So I just took that picture and a few others, as you can see below, probably, and stuck it on at 60 for the lot with £15, which just about covered its shipping by UPS because it weighs 20 kilos, believe it or not.
Wow.
So not great when you think, well, I don't know, we doubled our money from one listing, so I suppose it's not terrible. I'm just pleased to get rid of it. It was taking up a lot of space. It was one of those things I kept looking at and thinking, I really need to do the research and part this out. It was never going to happen. So I'm just glad to get it out the door. And it's only been on for a couple of days. So yeah. Adios, Hello Kitty. And then these are some of yours that we picked out.
Yeah, this one sold, well, sort of early morning in the middle of the night because it's actually going GSP, but they haven't paid. And I have a feeling they're not going to pay.
Oh, they haven't paid for this?
No.
Oh,
that's the one
really?
I told you about this morning. I said it's gone on GSP, and it, yeah.
Mind you, sometimes it's just, perhaps because of the time difference and stuff.
Possibly. Well, fingers crossed. But
some have paid up, haven't they?
It just gives you that feeling, doesn't it, when people don't pay straight away?
Yeah.
And you think, oh, they've seen the postage and they're not going to pay.
So that's, what is that, 1980s? 70s? What is that? He says vintage.
It does. I think it's more 90s.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, they're going to pay up for that. And was that a jumble sale or a pound rail pickup?
I think it was a pound rail pickup.
Okay, so it's a pretty good flip if they pay
up. Actually,
then.
No, it was a jumble sale.
Jumble. Yeah, so it probably owes us 50p or 20p or something. Yeah. This one I think was today or yesterday. 22nd. Is that today?
I don't even know.
What day are we? Oh, it's today. This one.
It's today. Yeah, I mean that was ex shop stock and it was brand new.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, grow bags do have a market. I think it's weird that they call them grow bags because that makes me think of tomatoes. Don't you put tomatoes in a grow bag?
Yeah, like with all the soil and stuff.
Yeah. That's so you put babies in to make them grow.
Yeah, that doesn't happen then.
Anyway, yeah, so that came from the shop, so it owes us virtually nothing. It would have been traded in at the shop for other stock, so we'll be in it for a few pence. So happy with that at £20 with shipping on. Yeah. What's that one?
Yeah, I was really pleased with this. I bought this in a charity shop. I think it was £2. And yeah, I mean, tweed is something that's really in this season. So I've had a couple of things that are tweed that have gone quite quickly. And that's one of them. So
cool.
Quite pleased with that one.
And the great thing about clothing is it's so easy to pack. Andrea brings the stuff in and I just put it in.
Yeah, and now I've started doing them in the clear bags as well, so it makes life a lot easier.
It makes it even easier. Yeah.
I shared this one on Instagram if you follow me, or I think I shared it on our reselling page as well. Yeah, it's a Zara jumper. It's a size 8, But I think it just goes to show that if something is on trend, then it doesn't really matter what size it is. It's going to go quickly.
Is that trendy then?
Red is the colour for this season.
Oh, red is trendy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, £12 for a Zara jumper. I was really pleased with that.
You heard it here first.
No, you didn't hear it here first.
Get your red stuff
Everybody
listed.
knows that already.
I heard it here first.
Yeah.
I just read Steve Green's comment. Where's that gone? Grow bags makes me think of weed. Graham Nichols, has the PS2 game market nosedived? Local charity shop is stacked and nobody goes near them. You have to know which ones to pick up, really. In fact, I'd say the collector's market for that is growing, but there are such vast numbers. You have to get the stuff that's a little bit obscure or is really in demand.
Well, Corinne said that she's got one similar that she's kept for herself. I have to say, I really liked it, and I did actually try it on.
What, this red one?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm glad for the £12. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Long Tall Sally.
Long Tall Sally. This is a vintage Long Tall Sally. It is. I don't know if you can see the labels. Can you click on the label?
I can try.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's vintage. It was made in the UK. It looks really handmade. As you can see, the sort of the stitching is it's a bit all over the place, to be honest. I did actually message Long Tall Sally and had a conversation with them about it because I was trying to date it, but I ended up saying it was 80s. I think it was late 80s. It has been on for quite some time. I think I might have dropped it a little bit in price,
right?
Because it's quite a small size.
And where did you pick that up?
That was in a charity shop, I think.
So probably a pound rail fine. I think I was with you when you got this.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember how much
I think it was in Welling, and it was on the sale rails in the middle.
Okay. So
I think it was a pound.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a pretty good flip from a pound.
Yeah.
We'll get into the chat in a minute. Let's just do.
It's going quite quick.
Yeah, I'll do this one. This is
they're bored of my clothes. So they're all just talking amongst themselves.
This is about halfway. I put in another one of my sales that I think came in yesterday. Oh no, 20th. I did share these a while back.
Yeah, you shared them in a haul.
I can't remember where I got them though. Jumble, wasn't it?
I think so. Something that or a boot sale.
They probably owe me, I don't know, 50p or a pound. They are, of course, from Fraggle Rock. If you're our generation.
Yeah, because everybody was singing Fraggle Rock, weren't they?
When we shared it.
Conversation of theme tunes from our
actually
childhood.
They might have been in a charity shop, you know.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I buy so much gear. Anyway, not that sort of gear, Steve. Before you say, yeah, Fraggle Rock, great program by Jim Henson, who created the Muppets, obviously.
I bored Peter so much. He's talking about Ben Fitzpatrick's video.
And flip them nice and quick for 20 with $2.99. So if I pause screen share, how do I get out of it? What am I doing? Oh, this one. We'll read the chat for a little bit.
Yeah. I haven't seen Ben's latest video yet. I'll have to go and have a look.
I don't think I have. Yeah. Wait till we've finished and then nip over there, if you like.
The clothes won't go on forever. There's only a few more left.
Right. Let's. Lisa Fenn. I'm proud of myself. Karen, she says, spent 2 days measuring and adjusting a pattern to fit myself after two twids. Success. I've almost finished my first stop, so she's making her own clothes.
Yeah.
Wow. Excellent.
Talented lady is our Lisa.
Right. Only me says charity shops too pricey for me. I've been priced out of them. Jumble sales only now. One's closed down already, probably because they charge too much.
Yeah. Well, for me, there are certain ones that I won't even bother looking in, and there are ones that I know either price reasonably or they have a sale rail, which I go to.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had a super chat from Quillen. Down a Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, the doozers. Yes, I used to love them. They're the little tiny men with sort of big round faces, and they would build stuff. And the Fraggles ate what they built, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Martin Sheridan's just asked me what percentage of clothes do I get sent back? Not a huge percentage, really. Is
I
it,
don't know what the
from what we
percent
sell?
is. No.
Not less than 5%, I'd say. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a great deal, but it is higher in clothing than general although in saying that, recently I've had a lot of stuff back,
Yeah.
which is frustrating. We sold a mixer for £60, and they're sending it back and they're saying it's got a crack in it. Now this thing was brand new.
Oh, it was all still in its original seal.
Yeah,
still
wasn't
sealed
in the
packaging
box
and everything.
Yeah, it wasn't in the box, but it was all kind of, the blades were all still packaged. I bought it from the woman who owned it at a yard sale, and she said, I was given this, I went in my cupboard and never came out to be used.
Yeah.
And I believed her, because it was all, there wasn't a mark on it.
No,
so
not at all. It was
I feel like
shiny.
I'm being scammed there. I'm also
haven't
getting
gone over it properly yet to have a look.
No, it arrived yesterday. We haven't looked at it. I'm also getting a camera lens back, which I think is genuine. That doesn't work.
It's difficult because you can't really test the camera lens.
I couldn't test that, no.
Yeah.
I suppose I could have done, well, because the camera was faulty.
Yeah.
But I could have, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's coming back as well. So at the moment, I'm getting more stuff back than Andrea's clothes.
But I think we should invest in like a secret marker type thing and just put in all our listings that everything is listed and it is marked with a UV marker.
Yeah, that's an option. We may look into doing that. Okay. Just reading in the chat. Cohen's got a Disney thumper that talks and thumps his foot for 49p. Should get £15.
Oh, fab.
Do you remember I bought some of those? Probably a different one, but it was a thumper that did that in Toys R Us, and I sent them to Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a super chat from Electronic Firing Squad, which is Brian. Thank you, Brian. Said, unfortunately, had to grab a flight now. We'll catch up later. Thanks always for the laughs and fun topics.
Cheers,
have
Brian.
a good flight, Brian. And we really enjoyed the chat with Celtic Traders and Brian the other day. That was
I'd not watched.
That was good.
I had to stop watching. I can't remember what I was doing.
I think it's because I called you in for tea, but I've watched it today.
Okay. Excuse me. See, this cough won't go away.
We're used to it.
Okay. Shall I carry on with your clothes?
If you like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can switch your brains off now.
Stop playing it down. A lot of people enjoy your clothing stuff. Okay, so we'll share again. You should be seeing these Fraggles. Oh, what have I done?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Wrong window. Okay, so next is the next thingy.
I picked this up when we went to stay with Zahir and Beck in the summer, and you all laughed at me because I was buying a Christmas jumper in the summer.
Would we laugh at you?
And I've sold it for £15, so who's laughing now?
Not me, that's for sure.
I think we paid, how much did we pay? £1 or £2? I can't remember.
Know,
she was a bit. That was the woman that was a bit funny and ended up.
What, funny ha-ha or funny weird?
She was funny odd. She was a bit grumpy, wasn't she? You bought a load of stuff from her. You've mentioned her before in these chats. You bought a load of stuff from her.
When we were at Zahir and Beck. Oh, that woman, yes.
Yes. And I bought a couple of Christmas jumpers, and this was one of them. And
oh yeah.
And she was
I thought you bought it in a charity shop. That's why I wasn't getting who this woman was.
That's just the woman we bought it when. Oh, I see. Yeah. I didn't specify at the boot sale.
No. Okay. Oh, that's cool then.
Yes.
So £1 into 15.
Yeah, it was a nice jumper as well. It was really soft. And
so it's just got a lump of fur on the front.
It's got reindeer. If you click on the
where that
like reindeer ears on it.
It's a hoodie. Oh, I see. Extra small.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice sale. If you got Christmas stuff, get it on now. Christmas is in full swing already. So what's this one?
Yeah, this is Miss Selfridge coat. Again, a small size, and that went quite quickly. So yeah, I just think it's a style that doesn't go out of fashion, and good decent camel coat.
Yeah, that looks nice. Apparently we were out of sync. It does that when you go in and out of screen share sometimes.
Oh, were we? Oh.
So when we come back out of this, you'll have to tell us if we're all like ninja film.
Oh.
Like kung fu, you know. Someone
like those lip sync videos.
Yeah, badly dubbed kung fu. Oh, it's done that before when I've live streamed and come out of screen share. It messes up the lip sync. Anyway, we've got a few more bits and then you'll be able to tell whether we're out of sync.
Yeah, I shared this on Instagram as well. Yeah, it's a nice little corduroy jacket, small size again, and again corduroy is something. Corduroy, tweed, and red are good trends for this season. So
if you've
I've
got a
done
red
well.
corduroy jacket,
Yeah, you
fly off the
it
shelves, would
should
it?
do, yeah.
Okay. That doesn't seem a lot of money for a Next jacket. I mean, what would that be new in Next? Would they be like 40, 50?
I don't know.
Cool.
Probably not that
That's
much.
about
to
the
be
going
honest.
rate, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I obviously did my research, so yes.
Old Man Reseller has just super chatted £2. Thanks for that. Top Sunday evening viewing. There you go. See, your clothes are not boring the nation.
Thanks.
The nation, as if the nation is watching.
I don't think so. They were currently watching, I don't know what, the Strictly Finished.
Ben Fitzpatrick, I reckon.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, what's this one?
Yeah, this one, we did share this in a haul. It's been on for a while. Yeah, because you picked up and showed it. It's like an Evans dress, and can't see what the size is, like a size 20 something.
Oh, it's a larger size then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks it on there.
But this is the time.
Your mannequin's like a size 12, isn't it?
Well,
or
it's a
something?
size 8.
Size 8. No wonder it's
That gives more of an idea of the size of it. But it's really pretty, and
it's like it's
pictures. The pictures don't give it credit. It's so sparkly and really pretty.
Yeah.
And I think coming up to party season and Christmas, that's the time to sell this kind of stuff. So
cool.
I think that's why it's gone.
So
now.
where did we get that?
I got that at a jumble sale, and that was on the 20p table.
20p into 25. That's the sort of flip. Wow, that's what we're after. That's epic. Krillin's at it again. $2 super chat. Thanks, mate. Do you remember the TV show Alf? Yes.
Yes, I loved Alf.
Alien life form.
Yeah.
He looked like a weird sort of armadillo.
Like an aardvark.
An aardvark, armadillo type thing. Yeah, with like a wrinkly nose.
Yeah. Oh, I loved Alf. It was one of my favourite programmes.
Actually, speaking of Alf, you can get soft Alf toys, and they're really quite hard to find in good condition. So if you see Alien Life Form merch from the 80s, particularly the soft toys, grab them quick.
And he said, is Halloween big? It's getting bigger, to be honest. We used to be very traditional about it in this country, and it wasn't a huge thing. There was a little bit of trick-or-treating going on, but people didn't really have parties or dress up, and people now decorate their houses and go all out, don't they?
Yeah, we're becoming Americanized.
Yeah.
It's come from you guys. Halloween is getting bigger every year. It's all about
well, Ellen's family party this year is Halloween themed, so we will have a decorated house. Sorry about that, dear.
Oh, great. Right, moving on.
This was a pound rail item.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are they like cut short trousers?
Yeah, cropped. As
cropped.
it says there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they are. Cropped trousers are quite trendy as well, with a pair of ankle boots.
Yeah. Happy days. So pound into 6.
Yeah,
I think you took a slightly lower offer on that, didn't you?
Might have done 15 on them.
15 maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Some shoes.
Yeah. I've sold quite a few Clark's pairs. I bought like a job lot from someone at a boot sale, and these were the last pair to go actually.
So what were we paying on them? I can't remember the sale or the purchase.
I can't even remember either. It's been so long. They've been on for a while.
Did we get a pile of them and negotiate on it?
Yeah.
Was that the one? I think they were about £3 each. Then.
I think they were. I think she wanted £5 each, and we bought the lot and then got her down.
Yeah, I remember it now.
Yeah.
You've done pretty well out of those.
Yeah.
And I think the last one is just some stuff I was clearing out. This was the remainder of when I got the huge gaming haul way back now. There was loads of PS1 stuff. There was a load of consoles. The consoles have all gone now as well. I pulled out all the decent games, and then actually Peter Rose in the chat bought a few that he needed for his collection. This was what was left, and there was nothing really of any consequence in here. It was all in pretty bad condition. The cases all had issues. A lot of the discs had issues. But I just bundled it up, and I was more than happy to get £18 with shipping.
Yeah.
There's in here, you can see there's actually duplicates. You've got Worms up there, and Worms again down there. And Worms Armageddon. You can bundle up Worms and Worms Armageddon, but it's hardly worth the effort. And the condition wasn't there. So yeah, that was just clearing stock, really.
It's only really worth doing PS1 games if they're sort of really collectible now.
It's like that with most games, really. There's a lot of games on the PS1 that are bog standard, not really worth much at all. We were talking about PS2 earlier. I would say the majority of PS2 games aren't really worth your time. But ones that weren't issued in big numbers, I can hear Monty.
Oh, here he is.
And ones that had a bit of a cult following at the time, or just ones that have gained in demand, like the Crash series, because that's been rejuvenated on PS4 now. Prices have again gone up because people have got back into the franchise and gone back and bought them. The same's happened with Spyro. That franchise has just kept going and going. People love to go back and replay them.
Yeah.
Spyro games have gone through the roof compared to what we used to sell.
Spyro's a great game.
Yeah, I loved that. I had that on PS1 and played the first one to death. So yeah, what are you doing, Monty?
Well, it's coming now. He wants to go out again. He's so fickle.
So yeah, well, that's all the random bits I decided I would share. So did I've done that stuff as well, haven't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Let me scroll back a bit and see if we've got a...
Anne Hamilton said, I sold an Oscar B corduroy jacket recently. I had it listed as rust and then read that red was a top popular colour. Changed it to red and sold within days. Yeah, I think sort of burgundy red is a good colour as well. It always is, though, this time of the year. But I think like a pillar box red and burgundy red mixed together are supposed to be really in. They're all on the catwalks. So
it pays to know your fashion, then, does it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just reading. Oh, Jack says he had 9 sales this afternoon. Can't keep up. Woohoo. Just had 2 whilst watching. Sorry for celebrating. Nice. Celebrate away.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we had some really good sales today. I don't think I've had any this evening yet.
Had that one come in just now.
What did we sell a minute ago? Can't remember.
No, I think I'm...
Are you imagining?
I'm imagining sales coming through. It might have been just before we went on air, actually.
Are we out of sync still?
I hope we're not. Let us know. There's a question.
I just scrolled to the bottom to see if we're out of sync. I bet we are. If we were out of sync before...
let us know if we're doing an impression of a bad lip sync movie.
Bruce Lee. You want to fight? Fight me.
Sazquest says, Andrea, do you buy fashion mags and set off as expenses? I don't really, no. But I do watch fashion bloggers on YouTube.
Yeah. Who's that one? Megan.
I really like Megan Ellaby. But she's kind of, I like her. She's my style, sort of a bit more quirky and a bit rock and roll.
Oh.
I like her style.
Okay. Tiny bit out, yes. Oh. Can't really do anything about it. I don't know how to solve that or why it does it. There you go. Apologies if we are out of sync. I thought there was a ninja emoji. What? I don't think I'm ever going to get the whole emoji like things going off when we do.
Dave Rowland says, why have you been in the sink? I've been in the sink most of the day. I've been cleaning. Yeah,
because we've got Ellen's party Friday, and then we've got family coming Sunday. I don't even know what's going on. I've been in the garden sorting out loads of stuff. I then did all the windows. I'll clean the front door as well while I was out there. Just because I was there.
Well, thank you. It needed doing.
I'm trying to get more brownie points here. So yeah, we're giving the house a kind of deep clean because it's going to be invaded by people.
Yeah.
We need to move all that crap out of there into here as well.
Yeah. Anyway, you don't want to know about that. I Oh yeah, Adam Kelsey says maybe stop chatting for a bit, see if it catches up.
I don't think that's going to help. That's not how it works. Malinky says yes, but it's okay. A bit better, but still out of sync. Okay. Well, apologies for that.
That's really annoying. I don't know how we sort it out, really.
You don't. I don't think. Well, there's nothing we can do unless we stop the stream and come back in.
Has it done that before when we've done screen sharing?
It has when I've tried to make screen share videos when I've done sales roundups. Like the second half when I come back at the end, or the second bit where it's live on me, I'm always a little bit out of sync. Anyway, Andrea's stunned by Nick's cleaning skills. Oh, yeah.
All the women out there, do you notice that whenever one of the men does a little bit of cleaning, they like to come down and tell you exactly what they've been doing?
A little bit. I did all the windows, and I was out on the roof of the extension cleaning all the moss off.
They like to tell you in great detail. I don't know how to put it, but you kind of take advantage of the fact that we do it all the time.
We need to be praised for our hard work.
And we never say, oh, guess what? I just cleaned the bath.
Did you?
I did, yes.
Oh, okay. This could descend into a Barney any minute. Quillen has super chatted again.
Thank you, Quillen.
Ever see Cult Club recently? They come next week. Cult Club?
Cult Club or Culture Club?
Culture Club or the Cult. I know who the Cult are. We both like the Cult. You like Culture
Club.
I don't.
I don't.
Not my thing.
No, I love Culture Club.
Yeah, so I don't know who Cult Club are, unless you mean Culture Club. But Culture Club aren't touring, are they?
They have been.
Have they?
I don't know if they are currently, but they have been.
Yeah, not sure, Quillen. Not sure who you're meaning.
No.
Do you guys have fibre internet? Makes a lot of difference to live streaming. We're on Virgin.
I don't know if is it fibre?
I thought it was.
Oh, I don't know.
But we don't get the speed we should get. Well, I phoned them up and moaned about it, and I don't think they did anything. Anyway. Yeah, we're just waffling, guys. I'm sorry if we've descended into waffle. I don't have anything interesting to say this week.
Yeah. We've
got 15 minutes to fill if we're going to do the hour.
If you want to ask us any questions, then quick fire Q&A.
If the man cleaned it, hang on, we're talking about cleaning it. Oh dear, what have we started? Round one. Oh, Culture Club, right? Oh, okay. No, I've never seen. Did you ever see him live?
I've never seen them live. No.
No.
I'm not sure if I'd want to now because his voice is so different. It's I don't know.
Different as in not very good, or?
Well, I think it's just years of abusing his.
Years of smoking and drinking and doing drugs.
But I still really like them. They're the first poster my mum allowed me to have on the wall. And I came home from school one day and she decorated my bedroom and told me I wasn't allowed to have any posters up. I came home from school one day and I had a massive Culture Club poster on my wall.
Oh.
So that was the only one that she allowed me to have.
That's strange. You only allowed one poster up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
my room was plastered in stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yes, but the bath actually needed re-cleaning. Yes, but did the bath actually need re-cleaning?
It's because Dave Rowland said something about, did the bath need re-cleaning? Oh, no, he said, that's what you read. And then Karin says, if the man cleaned it first, then yes, Dave, it needed re-cleaning. You didn't clean it, no.
I didn't do the bath.
I cleaned it.
No, I did the windows. And I was up on the rear extension roof, which gets this horrible thick moss on it, and then it's got like gravel on it as well, and cat's poo in it. So I had to go up there and get all the cat poo.
These are all things that family would not ever see anyway.
Well, I had to get the big ladder out. Oh, this is a long story. Right, our neighbours at the back, we've got massive fir trees at the back. They decided to cut them short. But a load of it fell towards our house, out of their garden into it, and it landed on top of our shed. So I had to go out there and then pull it all off. But then it was all attached by all these vines and things.
I know, it was all a bit precarious.
So I borrowed some loppers off our mate down the road, and I was standing on the shed lopping it all off. Great, job done. Loads of stuff. Then I've got tons of crap in the back garden, and now there's no access from the back garden to the front because this side extension cuts that off. So and I didn't want to drag it all through the house and get crap everywhere because Andrew's been cleaning. So I had to climb up on this roof, on the ladder, take all of this crap up on the roof and then throw it down the front. See, I worked hard today. I've deserved my
Yeah, you've just bored everyone, but you did work hard today.
And then I started on the windows.
Yes.
Anyway. Ben Smith, do you get trick-or-treaters acting silly like knocking constant on the door until you answer?
We get trick-or-treaters, but we normally answer the door because it's usually kids and their parents.
Yeah, it's quite civilized around here on the whole. When we used to do it, we'd like egg houses if they didn't give us stuff.
Oh, that happened when I was little. I was with my great-granddad and and he said no, and he shut the door and they covered the windows in washing up liquid and eggs.
Washing up liquid and eggs? Random. Yeah, we do need to get some sweets in. One year we ran out of stuff to give him because they were just endlessly coming. I think we ended up giving him like biscuits and just random. We've got nothing left. And when we giving them like bits of fruit and stuff, and they were like, "What? What do I do with this? It's healthy." Perhaps we should do that. Perhaps we should give them healthy snacks.
Yeah, well, our nieces did something really good one year, didn't they? A few years back. They did an opposite trick or treat, and they went round to people's houses and they knocked and gave people sweets, which I just thought was brilliant.
Did they? Who was that?
That was Becky and Emma.
Oh, Becky and Emma.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Epic. Oh, there's a super chat bubble that's actually worked.
That was Krillin again. Thank you, Krillin.
Do you want to read that out?
It says, Nick, I envy you. You have a wife that likes Culture Club, Alf, and Fraggle Rock, and cleans. I don't know. Maybe
do you have a twin in America?
Who knows?
Yeah. There you go. See, I'm the envy of the world. Question: would you? Oh, hang on. Let me scroll back. I just scrolled down to read the super chat. Let me go back. Oh, what's that about massive Furbies there? Oh no, the chat is out of sync. Yeah, it says it there.
No.
But it was already. How can you clean the windows, Nick? You've got a Mac. Yeah, very funny. My first band I liked was New Kids on the Block. You liked?
I did quite like New Kids on the Block as well. Only the first album. They got a bit pants after a while.
Graham hears violin music. That was when I was explaining how hard I worked today. Ah.
And Alex Buggy says, do you get crazy people contacting you on eBay as I'm thinking of starting a channel?
Yes.
I don't know about crazy people, but we do get a lot of questions on eBay about other things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, please don't message us on eBay.
If you're going to get into, if you're talking about starting a YouTube channel, prepare yourself for the crazy questions, regardless of what you're talking about, what you're sharing. I think it's just, when you put yourself out there to the general public,
it's a worry sometimes, isn't it, when people message on eBay because, with all their new algorithms and spy bots and things, you just worry.
Yeah, I always try and
the wrong way.
Direct people to our Facebook or YouTube where we can chat about whatever and not worry that we're impinging on things we should and shouldn't be saying via eBay Messenger or messages.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Alex, go for it with YouTube. I say that to everyone. It can be life changing and it's a whole load of fun. So just do it. I don't know what the massive Furbies relates to there.
That's right. Karen L has a question. Since no one will respond to it on the chat, Furbies, ones that have stopped working, do you fix them or list as spares and repairs? I'm sorry, I didn't see that question on the chat.
I've not had a chance to go in there really this weekend. Apologies. I've had one that didn't work, and I binned it. I think it was one that wasn't worth much anyway. It was like worth a tenner at best.
You've been to Furby.
Yeah, that was ages ago. And since then, all the ones we've had have been fine.
Yeah. Is the one that we've got left, does it keep chatting to us? Came downstairs
This
the
one
other
does.
day and something was chatting away.
Yes,
here
that one.
in the dark. It was really freaky.
If you make a loud noise, this thing wakes up. He's the one that goes wakey wakey.
Wakey wakey, eggs and cakey.
Eggs and cakey. Yeah.
It wasn't saying that though, and it was playing a tune. Unless we've got some other electronic thing.
I think that's it.
That plays a tune.
I've got rid of all the others. There's only that one left.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
was something that was playing a tune and then it started chatting. It was really weird.
Lex, fourth ka-ching of the day. It's good luck watching you guys.
Oh, fab.
That's cool. We're not getting any bloody ka-chings.
No.
Just sitting there waffling. It's Andrea's turn to glaze over. When I was talking about all my effort I put in. I had posters of the Pistols, Angelic Upstarts, etc. back in the day. Punk. Epic. My posters were Depeche Mode mainly, and stuff I used to pull out of like the NME and Q magazine.
Jennifer
and stuff.
Aniston.
Did I?
Yeah, you had one of Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, when we got together. So it's like sort of late 90s, just before I left home. Well, I'd gone back to home after going to uni. That brief period, that weird period after uni, going back home. It's like, don't want to be here. Okay. Oh, I've scrolled right back.
Lucy T says, question about the orb thing. Does Monty have any metal bits on his collar that could have been reflective? Yeah, I don't think he was in at that time, was it? No. Maybe he was.
I don't think he does anyway.
No.
And the shape, if you haven't seen it, go and check. I think it's last Sunday's thing. It's about what, 2 minutes in or something, or was it 20 minutes in?
I think somebody said
in the comments someone commented the time. It's a great big shaft of light that comes around and sort of swoops around.
Yeah.
I don't really have an explanation. I thought it was a car going past, but I don't think it can be from that window. Because the blinds were, I don't know if they were completely shut, but they were up, and also the shadow comes past the window this way, and the road is behind the computer. So unless it was someone up the driveway of our neighbours wafting a torch around, the neighbours didn't come home and in their driveway. Anyway,
it's unexplained.
I can't explain that one,
no.
But I'm still a skeptic, and I don't think it was a whatever. Oh, go
there
on.
You go.
Go on, give us
I've
a
got an
ka-ching.
offer.
Give us a ka-ching. 99p.
99p? I don't think so.
No, what?
It's on for £20. I don't think so.
Somebody in the chat, that is. Stop it. Right. Kay, question. What are your top 3 bands? Ooh.
Top 3 bands?
Yeah. Well, you start with one. Do they have to be bands, or can they be artists? For me, it'll be bands anyway, I think.
Oh, well, my top band is the Jacksons. Even though they haven't done anything for years.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're my top.
Mine is obviously Depeche Mode as far as bands concerned.
And I'm going to be really out there. I'm going to say that probably my second favourite band is
Marilyn Manson.
No, but nearly like that. Hailstorm. If anyone's heard of Hailstorm.
Oh, you do like Hailstorm,
I love Hailstorm. And I don't know, maybe Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, they're great actually. For me, after Depeche Mode, it gets tricky, but REM would be second place. I've loved them forever, and then it gets really hard to choose beyond that. I'd probably go Pet Shop Boys, or I don't know. It's really hard.
What did you say? REM? No, Depeche Mode.
REM.
You too?
Not really. Certain album, yeah. Anyway, we seriously, we could talk about this for hours.
Erasure?
No.
No.
Not on their whole body of work.
Oh, okay.
Radiohead, maybe.
They've gone all a bit weird recently.
Yeah, but it's good.
Do you think so? I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I'll tell you who
Does
I'm listening
nothing
to.
for me. I like the Ben's album. I think it's brilliant.
It
But
is.
then the latest stuff just does nothing for me.
Yeah. It's an acquired taste,
Yeah.
recent Radiohead. I'll tell you who I'm listening to loads, and then we'll get off this because we're probably boring people. But I am absolutely infatuated with the music of Lana Del Rey right now. It's just her new album is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Can't stop listening to it.
I'm looking forward to Sam Smith's album next week.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, we could talk about music until the cows come home.
The Killers. Oh, yeah. Great band.
Yeah.
Runrig. Never really listened to them. Stereophonics. I adored their first album and then kind of lost interest when they got really big.
Yeah. Not their latest song, but the one just before is a bit odd, isn't it, lyrically? The one about falling in love with somebody who's had a baby. That's very odd.
Yeah. What? Yeah. We were sitting there dissecting the lyrics of a Stereophonics
She's got
tune.
a baby in her stomach. No, she hasn't.
She's got a baby.
Unless she ate it.
Yeah. And then he says it's in her belly. I know it's just, poetic license, if you like. But Alice Pops. Yeah. Another Pet Shop Boys fan.
Oh.
That one. I was reading that one.
Just below, she says Muse and Panic at the Disco. Ellen, crazy about Panic at the Disco.
Our daughter loves Panic at the Disco along with Fall Out Boy, but her ultimate idols are 21 Pilots. Yeah. Talking to Pet Shop Boys, first album I ever really, really loved was Actually.
Yeah. I'm going to a concert with Ellen, actually. It's a part of her birthday present. We're going to see Dodie Clark. So if anyone's heard of Dodie Clark, let us know, because she's a YouTuber.
She's a
YouTuber. Really, really good.
She's very talented. Does a lot of acoustic stuff on guitar and ukulele and stuff. Yeah. The band's coming in. Blondie. We both love Blondie. Smiths.
I'm really getting into the Smiths, actually. Didn't used to like them, but I'm really getting into it now.
And we both like Morrissey's new track.
Yeah.
Oh wow, let me read out some more of these. This is good. Van Halen. Oh yeah. We both have
I've seen Van Halen live when they supported Bon Jovi.
Oh cool. Prodigy. Oh, they would be up there, actually. They would be close to my top 3 because there's not much of their stuff that I don't really love. So yeah.
Peter Ray's is very eclectic. Enter Shikari, Don Brocco. Is that how you pronounce it? Brocco? And the Bee Gees.
Bee Gees.
But the Bee Gees are fantastic. I mean, my mum was a huge fan, so kind of grew up on listening to the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
First film I ever went to see, Peter, was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I don't think they've ever released it on DVD. If they did, I would buy it. But it had the Bee Gees in it and loads of other sort of famous people.
Yeah, that's never come out. They released Yellow Submarine, didn't they? When we were working at Virgin, that had a big re-release.
Yeah, but it wasn't the Beatles as such. It was obviously the Beatles music, but done by the people. And it had the Bee Gees in it. And it was just, I just remember being in awe. I was really small at the time. Yeah.
Ishtar says Queen. You cannot knock Queen. That's just timeless. Malinky, The Cure. Yep.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for a lot of The Cure stuff. Sting and the Police. Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
Muse again. Muse. Yeah.
Definitely.
Foo Fighters.
Adam Kelsey says Pinky and Perky.
Pinky and Perky. Pink Floyd. Oh, I do love Pink Floyd as well. Dylan. I'll be honest. I've never got into Dylan stuff. It's never sat right with me. I just don't. Maybe I haven't given it enough time. You know. But yeah. What about Lord? Lord's first album, I obsessed about.
Ellen is crazy about Lord.
Ellen likes the new album.
She really does.
I haven't got into it. I tried.
She played it in the car. We went on a shopping trip the other day, and it's really good, actually.
I think that's another one that I haven't given enough time. Yeah. Going back to Lana Del Rey, that I think is genius. Her second album, I really didn't like it, and then I gave it enough time, and it's one of my favorite records now. The Ultraviolence record. Yeah.
A-Bat says Perry, I'm never sure it says Farrell, is it, or Farrell?
Farrell,
I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Oh no, Perry Farrell. Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, or is it a she? I'm not sure. Sorry. But it's all about Dave Navarro for me.
Oh yeah. You yeah. Quite obsessed about Dave Navarro. Yes. Okay. I had a printer problem a few years back. It kept saying, I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Apparently, it was stuck in Depeche mode. Thanks, Ray.
Brilliant. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Just Can't Get Enough is from the Vince Clarke era, which was only a year. He was only in Depeche Mode for a year, but everyone knows that track, which doesn't represent them at all. It's just pure throwaway pop. Not that I don't like the track, but it just doesn't.
Yeah. When they did it live and the concert tour before last.
Yeah.
The whole place was just alive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just brilliant.
But they're much more of a rock band these days. They're quite well. They've always been quite dark. Subject matters very dark a lot of the time. But yeah, you wouldn't think it if you heard Just Can't Get Enough and thought, oh, okay. And then you heard one of their later albums, you'd be like, what the hell happened there?
No, so many people think, well, quite a lot of people, our friends have said, you're not going to see Depeche Mode. They broke up in the 80s. Just no.
They're one of the biggest live acts in the world.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Another super chat from Krillin. Thank you, Krillin.
Thanks, Krillin.
Said, check out a girl singer named Tamarin.
Tamarin. Let me write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Well, we've managed to fill the last 15 minutes just talking about music. Yeah. Who knew? Right. Tamarin. Isn't that a monkey? Oh, you know, a tamarin monkey?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure if it's spelt like that.
Bet no one in here knows Debbie Shaw. Have you heard of Debbie Shaw, says Karen?
No, I haven't.
No.
Write that down as well. We'll check her out.
We both use Spotify now.
Oh, Karen says George Michael. I tell you, Karen, George Michael was it was everything for me when I was younger.
Did you watch the documentary? We sat and watched that, didn't we? That was really good, actually.
Yeah. When on Christmas evening, when I found out that he died, God, that was awful.
Speaking of tragedies, Dave says Linkin Park.
Oh, and that as well, Chester Bennington.
That was a shock and a half.
But yeah, I mean, Ellen went upstairs she was always on her phone, and she saw that he died, and she came down, and Nick had literally just told me. She came up and gave me a hug, and I must have got the sob in her ear. I felt so sorry for her. I must have deafened her. But yeah.
Yep.
He was it for me for a long time.
Excuse me. Jason Entwistle's coming with Neil Young, Lou Reed. Yeah, very classy.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
AC/DC.
We saw them live, didn't we? We
saw the Chili's at Nebworth, a big open air gig.
Great.
Wasn't a good gig, unfortunately.
No. But I still like their music.
Oh yeah, we have for a long time, haven't we? Well, I have since really early 90s, actually.
Oh, did you read that? Quillian said he bought tickets for Morrissey in December.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm just going to read through to the end of this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really just getting into Morrissey and the Smiths, and we were watching something the other night, weren't we? And listening to the lyric. Oh no, it wasn't. We're very sad. We've got the Pop Master book, and Ellen bought it for you for Christmas.
Don't share our little what we get up to in the evening. We sit on the couch reading Pop Master questions to each other. I need to go on Pop Master. Yeah. I'm scared that I'm going to get a whole round of like 1960s questions and fail.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I read a lyric of was it the Smiths? And
I can't remember what it's talking about.
It just kind of took our breath away. And when you actually read the lyrics, it just...
Well, he's a poet.
Yeah.
Totally actually... is. I think it was the lyric from I'm human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does.
I don't know if it was that song.
Oh.
But I know we were listening to that in the car, and or was it when he talks about I went to a club?
Oh yeah. What song is that?
And he felt lonely or something. And then he went home and wanted to kill himself, kind of thing. That's the gist of it.
Heaven knows I'm miserable now.
No, it wasn't that.
Yeah, it is.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't. Anyway, it wasn't.
Heaven.
I think it might have been Human.
Huh?
Anyway, never
That's
mind.
not even a song by them.
No, I know it's not the song title, but I think. Anyway,
clueless, right?
But yeah, I mean, we both looked at each other in the car, didn't we? We went, "Oh."
Yeah, Morrissey's lyrics can do that. If that's the sort of thing you're into, it's powerful stuff. Eagles, yes, I do like a bit of Eagles. Fleetwood Mac. When we went to America before we had Ellen, we drove from one coast to the other, and we had a month over there. Hired a car and just drove. Had no idea where we were going. And this car didn't have a CD player. Had a cassette player, and we picked up a copy of Rumours on cassette in a random garage in the middle of nowhere, and we listened to that
over and over
for a
again.
month.
Yeah.
We did buy some random 80s compilation album as well, and we were listening to the radio in between when we
had on it Everybody Wing Chun Tonight or something.
Yeah.
I never heard that song before.
Yeah.
But then every time I hear it now, I think of that trip.
But yeah, that album has a special place for both of us because it takes us back to crazy places like Death Valley, and certain songs take me back to like Tombstone, when we stayed in Tombstone. You remember?
Hello, Monty.
Not listening to me now.
No, sorry, Monty's looking at me very
anyway, we should probably wrap this up. Barry's been listening to Slade. Excellent. Oh,
I've got
hang
another
on,
super chat.
it just jumped. Yeah, let me read that super chat.
Super chat from Jack. Thank you, Jack.
Great chat, but nothing to do with reselling. Yeah, this second half.
Well,
if you're into reselling and nothing else, you can write this bit off.
Sorry about that.
I'm just going to go back to where I was. I'm fascinated to find out who listens to what. Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Lauren said, I was singing last Christmas on Christmas Day when I heard that George Michael had died. Yeah.
Oh, Cohen, yes, the documentary was fab.
It was.
It was. Apart from Liam Gallagher cropping up in it.
So random.
I don't have a problem with Liam Gallagher particularly, but he had nothing constructive to say. And it was like, why is he? What?
Yeah,
because all the other people had
all
either
we could
worked
think
with
of
him.
was that he must have been a friend.
He must have been close friend, because all the other guests had either worked with him or were close friends. It was really odd that he'd get popping up.
Do you want to bring Monty up? Because he's like, come here.
Okay.
Cara says, shouts at the radio and Popmaster.
I'm talking of Oasis. Yeah, Oasis were quality, says Peter. Yeah, I've always loved them. Well, not with you, because it's before we met.
No, I didn't see them.
I went to see them Nebworth on the Sunday. They did 2 big, massive gigs at Nebworth. Yeah. And I think on the day I went, it was the Charlatans, another band I really like.
I think I'm more Team Noel, though, than I am Team Liam. Yeah. Although I don't mind Liam's new stuff.
Noel's solo albums are really good, actually. I've got those. He's got a new one coming out shortly.
Yeah, I've heard the new single. It's good.
Lisa loves Popmaster. I need to do Popmaster. Don't know. I need to just go on. Yeah. Do you know a band called Old Crow Medicine Show? No. Says Saz Guest. No.
Not heard of that.
Wow, you two are so into your music. You're lost in the chat. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, sorry.
It's the big thing we have in common.
That's how we met.
Very, very different people, but yeah, music is a passion, and it's great that our daughter is obsessed, absolutely obsessed with music now. She didn't really stand a chance. So, what's the sales report this week? Oh, we briefly did that at the beginning, Dave.
Very briefly.
Music's more fun. Some girls.
Says, Andrea, listen to the Smiths song. I know it's over. Breathtaking.
Yeah. Okay. I love Morrissey's soloist. I'm going to put him down. He's really heavy. He doesn't look it, but he is. I love Last of the Famous International Playboys. It's my favourite Morrissey track.
Yeah. The one that always makes me laugh is Girlfriend in a Coma.
Girlfriend in a Coma. That's a great song.
That's a hilarious song.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, let me read out a few more.
Oh, Jason Entwistle, for being late. See you all. Bye.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that.
Yeah, sorry if Jason missed all of the actual reselling stuff.
Yeah, he's just come in and we've just been reading out band names.
Yeah, sorry about that.
For 10 minutes. Phil Collins.
Gary says Royal Blood.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, listen to them a lot on Spotify, actually. Yeah. Phil Collins, says Peter Ray.
Yeah, I love Phil Collins.
You're a big fan.
Genesis.
Genesis, I was a big fan of. Not the earlier stuff, but the kind of mainstream stuff.
Yeah, the 80s.
Yeah, I got into them when I again saw them at Nebworth. 92.
We went to see them together, didn't we?
We saw them at Twickenham in about 2008 or so, 2009, which was a really good gig, actually, despite us having crap seats, weren't they?
Yeah, but it was raining. So we were actually, because we were on the side, we
We were
didn't get
just
rained
under the
on.
cover at Twickenham. You've got most of the pitch is kind of under the open bit, and then the sides. We were just about under it. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that was good. Okay, shall we wrap this
I
up?
think we probably should.
We
yeah.
should wrap this up, really.
Yeah, but it's been a good conversation.
They've had Jean-Michel Jarre on today. Cool.
Yep.
Oh, music is just such a cool sub.
I
Tina
know.
Turner, one of your favourites.
Yeah, I've seen her live as well.
Nick Drake. I only know a few of his tracks. I need to get listening to more of Nick Drake's stuff, actually.
Yeah.
Smash Mouth. Wow, that's taking me back to the sort of mid-90s.
Yeah.
Rush. Tim Minchin. He's a genius.
Totally.
Yeah. Status Quo. Roxy Music. Yeah. Yeah. Good old Brian Ferry. Bill Bailey. Yeah. I love Bill Bailey. Oh, wow. This is so good. You guys have got taste.
Yes.
Guilty pleasures. Before we go, put your guilty pleasures in. What are I'd have to say, actually, a guilty pleasure with mine would be the Spice Girls.
Really? Oh my
Just
goodness.
because it's not really my sort of music, but they kicked off when I just started working at Our Price. And when we started working together in this big Virgin mega store, they were it. It was all about the Spice Girls. They were constantly played in store. And my youngest sister was into them. It just, all of their music brings back good memories for me. You know what I mean? So I can sing along to Spice Girls with the best of them.
Yeah.
So that's my big guilty pleasure. Oh, and a bit of Kylie.
Yeah, I like a bit of Kylie, but then she's done some credible stuff as well.
Yeah. Guilty pleasures coming in. Right. Taylor Swift. You don't like Taylor
Don't
Swift.
like Taylor Swift, sorry.
Got Jason Bieber. Jason Bieber? I'm not sure I know Jason.
What is it you call him?
I can't remember. Probably not repeatable. S Club 7, classic 90s pop.
Steps is probably mine.
Steps again.
I really like their new stuff.
Old Van Halen.
But back in the 90s, I was like, oh my God, it's Steps, turn the radio off. But now it's like, oh, Steps is on.
Adam says there are no guilty pleasures. I know what you mean. And
Yeah.
I'm not a music fascist. You can like what you like. It's just, there are certain bands that people go, oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, Bronski Beat. We saw Jimmy Somerville live, didn't we?
Jimmy Somerville live was amazing.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Didn't know what to expect, but it was great.
He did stuff from all of his various incarnations of bands, didn't he? Was about to say Spice Girls. Yeah, they're great. Oh, a quick reselling question in there. Do you use Parcel to Go?
Oh.
I did today to ship out that massive Hello Kitty lot. I got a good price through them for UPS.
And on that reselling note, shall we finish?
Yeah, we will finish. Let me just read out a few more of these guilty pleasures and then we'll go. Kay says Gary Barlow. Sue's Piles of Shame says Pink. She's great, to be fair.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Tijuana Christmas?
Tijuana?
I don't know.
Kath Palmer says ABBA. I don't think that's a guilty pleasure then. I think they're genius.
If you don't like ABBA, you don't like music.
Songwriting is amazing.
As pop music goes, they're top of the pile. NSYNC. Wow. Adamant. Oh, brilliant stuff. Aqua. Oh my God. That was totally the time we were working in record shops. They were huge. That first album, Aquarium, wasn't it? Or Aquarius?
Something like that, don't know.
And Barbie Girl was massive.
Aquarium, because it wasn't it all underwater or something?
Yeah. The Rocky soundtrack, Dolly Parton, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Can't beat a bit of Frankie. Eurythmics. Nothing guilty about Eurythmics. Oh, Level 42. We saw them at that 80s festival.
And also Haircut 100. We saw Nick Hayward.
Yeah.
He was good.
Santana. Hardly a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
We're going to have to stop.
Ben Smith says the only problem with Parcel to Go is the extra compensation is expensive.
Oh, fair enough. I had £50 compensation as part of the cost through the UPS thing I bought today.
Okay.
Anyway, Kim Wilde.
Yeah, we saw Kim Wilde as well.
She was good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, so
well, that panned out
yeah,
into quite an
well, thanks
interesting
for
end of the chat.
Interesting chat. Sorry, it wasn't completely reselling related, but
Yeah.
you know, it's been fun.
Eiffel 65.
Oh
That's
my
that.
God.
Blue da
Yeah.
ba dee da.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Fleetwood Mac. They're not a guilty pleasure, Fleetwood Mac. They're just a pleasure.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much for sticking with us. Somehow we've still got 161 people watching. If you enjoy these, please give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that.
We'll try and plan a bit more reselling talk next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Tuesday, the chat will be on Zahir's channel. I'm going to let you know who is on the guest slot on Thursday, because I am thrilled to bits that Craigslist Hunter, Pete, is going to join me for that. And I've been watching his videos for ages, and really fascinating bloke. So if you can join us on Thursday at 6 for that, we'll see you there. Right, we're going to finish. We are actually going now.
Have a great week, everyone. And if you're on half term with your kids, then enjoy your week.
Yeah. And we'll see you soon. And I will upload the video of my mum doing a fire walk sometime tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, guys. Take care.
Bye.